Hello, I guess. What's good? Yep. Today we're gonna be going over my opinions on all of the top 50 demons, starting from 1, Bloodlust, going all the way down to Artificial Ideology at 50. So, it started with the first one, I guess. Bloodlust, verified by Nobleboy, made by Manix. It is a hell-themed extreme demon, which is pretty common, I guess, but it's a good one. It's really well designed, it's got a bunch of people in it, and only a few victors. It's a really insane challenge, and the gameplay looks extremely challenging. Like I just said, it's pretty good. The design is really what stands out for this one. Next up is Spatial Rend, and this is probably one of my favorite levels on the top 50 demons list, mainly because of its design. It's really nice, and it deserved to be way higher than it was originally placed. I think this was originally 4th, and now it's made its way all the way up to 2nd, which is pretty rare. It also has a part by Werewin, which is pretty cool, but he hates his own part, so. Next up is Plasma Pulse Finale, which used to be number 1, and it's difficult. People said it was Bloodlust difficulty, but apparently it's not. It was the last level in the Plasma Pulse series by Jiron and Smokes. It's pretty good. The design is meh. Gameplay is ridiculous. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Next up is Gamma by Minecap. And Gamma is another mega collab. It's a really nice one. Like, I'll just go through a little bit of the video, skip ahead. The design is fairly good. I like it. It's kinda generic, but it's better than most. The gameplay is also pretty cool. Sonic Wave, true legendary demon. This was one of the 4 2.0 levels that just took forever to verify, and it was verified by Sonix. It's a 9 circles level. Everybody's heard of it. I don't think I really have to talk about it. I guess it's outdated because it was made in 1.9, but next up we've got Erebus, which was an extremely inconsistent level by Rustum and Earl. The design I don't really like. It just looks ugly, to be honest. The gameplay is really difficult, but the only reason for its difficulty is the fact that it is so inconsistent. Next up we've got Yatagarasu, which I think should be moved above the last level, but many people are mad with that opinion. Yatagarasu is kind of the spiritual successor to Bloodbath, and it was originally impossible. It transferred verifiers about 130 times. It was verified by Trusta, got nerfed, everybody knows that story. The design's pretty good. It's a fairly old level now, but when it came out the design was really good. The only part that I have to criticize is Michigun's part, but yeah. Next up we've got Devil Vortex, another super inconsistent demon by Rustum, verified by Tosh Deluxe. It's another Hell-themed demon, but this one stands out. Cool art. I guess that's about it. Like, if I skip ahead to the ending, there's some cool skulls and stuff. Interesting level, I guess. But next is Zafkiel, and as you can see, I'm going through all of these really fast. This was made by Darwin, verified by Noctafly, who was a hacker at the time. And it's one of Darwin's typical glowy levels, I guess. Pretty cool. I like it. Reminds me a lot of Manic style in how it was made. Like with all the white pixels everywhere and the glow pixels and all that. Next up is Quadriga City by Penita. And this is after Kurami City. It's a pretty basic level, basic color palette, really difficult gameplay. Another one verified by Sonix, not surprisingly. Oh, why did I do that? That was dumb. Next up we got Celestial Force by Minecap, verified by Dagger. This transfer verifiers another 7 million times. But I'll go through and check out the level in this video to show some cool parts of it. Sorry about these recommended videos. The odd ones out is cool. As you can see, some of the parts are pretty cool. Like, there's a definitely Manix inspired part over here. Unless that's made by Manix. I'm not a professional on that level. Step to Hell by Lazy, verified by Bold Step. It's kind of moved up the list a lot. It is another Hell-themed demon, which is not
about to get far.
It's pretty difficult. The design is nothing great, and it uses a vanilla song, which you don't see that often. Next up, we've got Digital Descent. Yeah. I love this level. The song is great. The gameplay is cool. The design is amazing. Manix's part is nice. Just upon skipping through it, you can see how cool it is. Like, even Etzer made a good part, which is that weird rainbow part I just skipped through. Overall, I love this level. It's really nice. The design, the song, everything about it's cool. Artificial Scent. This was the first of that series. It was made by Codex and More, of course published by Vipern, not surprising. But this one was made considerably earlier than the Digital Ascent, and I skipped to a part that I'm not too fond on. Mishy's part, once again, sorry Michigan. But your part is just not great. The design was pretty low even for that point. Like, most of the parts, like Abstract Dark, looked better. All of the parts in this level looked even better. So next up, we've got Stalemate Redux. I like this level. It had quite a bit of drama surrounding it, because technically it was hacked. It was verified by Zephyl, and the problem with that was that he missed the last free coin in the level, so he deleted the coin and did a no-clip run of it. The design is really dark. It's red and black. Not really Hell-themed, because there are other colors, but it's predominantly red and black. I guess it's pretty cool. I like it. Factory Mech's referred to by many as the scariest extreme demon on the top 50. Yeah, it's, from what I hear, pretty inconsistent. I think Metalface was pretty mad, because there was some drama going on about him nerfing a part in a copyable. But he did beat it legitimately, so it's a gray level. It's got some cool demon faces and a boss fight that kind of clips through the ground a little bit. Next up is Demonic Cat by Felix Ram. And it's made by Darwin and a lot of others, but it seems like, yeah, the video's gone. Right, I forgot Rampage quit. Can't really show it. I like it. It looks pretty cool. But I guess I can't show it here. Killbot. Leveled by Lithofusion. Verified by Bold Step, once again. Bold Step is in verifier. Everybody's seen Killbot. There's chaotic design, chaotic memory. Like that, it's pretty difficult. I have 70 on a practice run of Killbot on 60 Hz. I would not want to finish that. Not a huge fan of that level. Next up is Zyroi Kabi, which I love. But it's a remake of Zyro Kabi, and it was verified by N-Level, which is not good because N-Level hacked. But the design is cool. The wave parts are super difficult. It's made by Roy Musti, as you can see by the Roy in the name there. Next up we got Glowy by Raw Bucket 20. We're almost halfway there. I'm trying to keep this stream short. But Glowy, what is there to really say about it? Sorry about that. Just wanted to check the dashboard for a sec. It was groundbreaking for its time. It used a few bajillion objects, I think 100 or 200,000, somewhere up there. And it's really cluttered. Its core design, which is expected to be cluttered, so as you can see there and there and there, it's pretty cluttered. Delta Interface, one of my favorite levels on the entire top 50, verified by Sergei Esther and made by Platnu. I love the song. It's pretty good. The design is also pretty good. I tried to take inspiration from it, but I suck, so I couldn't. After Delta Interface, we have Basha Vortex. One of the few 9 Circles levels left on the list that actually holds up. It was verified by Arcane or That Jake. It's a pretty cool 9 Circles level. The effect is really unique. It's not like the other ones, because it is made in 2.0. Next up we've got Paroxysm by Lemons, which is an extreme demon by Lemons. There's not much more to say about it. As you could probably tell, I'm not a huge fan of Lemons, but good job to Mix991 for actually verifying it. Although Lemons did do a pretty cool job on this, I'll admit it. I don't like his other levels though. Hellworld by Stormfly. Now this was a very cool level based on Sano 94's levels, except it's redesigned and looks really, really nice. It's still fairly basic, but I do like it. A lot of people give the hell levels kind of a negative rap just because they went for attention, which they kind of didn't. They were just remaking stuff. Quantum Processing was made by Riot, and it's a really super buffed version of Blast Processing. However, once again, I can't show any footage because Rampage has deactivated his account, deleted all of his videos, whatever. The gameplay is super difficult. The design is based on Blast Processing, so it's not amazing, but yeah. Hatred by Azuler and Sergeister is next. This is pretty much the next gen of Timing Demons, the hardest of the hard in Timing Demons. And I really like the deco on this because it reminds me a lot of the old levels, like Acropolis, which was obviously its inspiration. It's all in slow speed, which I kind of have to criticize because it does have a fast dubstep track behind it, but the entire level is slow. Next up, we've got Black Blizzard by Caramel, or Crazy Man. Just recently changed his name. This had a lot of drama surrounding it. It was level stolen and had to be nerfed down from where it was. Design is amazing, the song is amazing like most crazy levels. Everybody's seen it. I love it. I don't think there's any more reason to explain. Fabrication. Huh. I haven't heard of this one. This is new. I'll take a look at it. I'll see what I think. That looks like a pretty lazy part. Kind of a generic extreme demon. I'm not a huge fan of this one. The beginning is nice. This part is cool. This part is interesting. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot actually. Some of the parts. Some of the parts are pretty generic from taking a look at it. Subsonic was the latest in the Sonic series hosted by Viprin, and people like to hate on this level because it doesn't follow the 1.9 formula. But if you're in a update further than 1.9, you really should not be following that formula. And I hate to say it, but this level, people hate because of the design, and I can kind of understand where they're coming from just because it's not greatly designed. Like, the spider part, I forget whose part it was, but it just looked horrible. And I want to see if I can find it, because I'd like to express my hate for it, especially this and Rushed. But after that we've got Asmodeus, which just recently got rated, I believe. And I think, yeah, Diamond Splash just recently beat this. Another Hell Demon. Pretty cool, though. Definitely a unique song to it. The design is not great. It's really not great. But unique song. So I'll give it like a 7 out of 10, I guess. Scoop in Hell. This was verified by Trusta, made by Nubas. And it's originally hacked because Nubas is a hacker, or was a hacker when he used to play. But overall, its age definitely shows. And this was the one of the first levels to topple Bloodbath. The song I like. It's very, very hard dubstep track. Next up we've got Mystic, which got a lot of hate. In my opinion, well-deserved hate, because the design was subpar. And there's not much to say, because Unlevel deleted the verification of it. Next up we've got Team Z by Moonspark and More. Pretty sure it was a cool level. I love the design in it. The gameplay is okay. Some would argue the design is kind of generic, but this boss fight is really cool. Next up, we've got Envy by Dan Z-Man. I'm a fan of Dan Z-Man. All of his levels are typically pretty cool. Verified by Dorami, which I knew, but it always surprises me when I see one of these top tier levels verified by Dorami. I forgot how skilled he is. So the design here is relatively generic and simple, but next up, we have Furious Flames. I'm pretty sure this is quite new as well. It's old. It's old. Spammy. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Thanatos by Xenity. This was meant to be a Cataclysm sequel or something like that. No video. because Aurora's verified it. But Thanatos is just another hell demon. Pretty difficult, I guess. It is harder than Bloodbath, which is about to fall out, sadly. Another level by Crazy Man, or Kermal. Phobos. It is a mega collab made by a bunch of people, hack verified by TigerSec. The design is absolutely terrible. Even for its time, it was considered terrible. There's just too much chaotic design. It doesn't look good. It's just not good. Gameplay is bad, design is bad, but Crazy's cool. Arctic Arena by Eclipsed. And this is another mega collab. Verified by Sonics. Another one by him. Alright, Sonics.
Ah, mierda. Cielito lindo.
I like this one. I'm not gonna play through it though. I'm a huge fan of that one. Another hell level by Stormfly. Pretty much the same as the first one, except different design, obviously, different gameplay. Overall, just another rebirth of a San level. Pretty cool. He's working on the Hell Field now, I think. The Hell Holder, one of the two. Carnage mode by Findexy, which is pretty cool. There were many, many, many people in on this collab. And Geister verified it. Some of the design is kind of bland, and some places are empty, but some of it's really cool. Alright, we're finally coming to the end of this. Infernal Abyss. This was the actual sequel of Cataclysm. Made by G-Boy Manix Bionox. Verified by Swithy. It's pretty cool. Manix is an interesting part, I guess. The rest of it's really nothing special, just another Hell Demon. Next up we've got Hell Origin. I'm just gonna skip over this one entirely because, once again, another Stormfly level. They're pretty much all similar. Next up we've got At Marble by Hanlex and More. It's pretty cool. Penita did stuff with this level. Golden verified it. I like it. The song's pretty cool. That's all I gotta say. I like some of the design. Some of it's pretty bland though. Blade of Justice. Everybody's heard the story of this level. It got nerfed. It went through a bajillion verifiers. The design's really nice. No video, sadly. Sorry. But the design's really nice. Made by Manix and Laser Blitz. So of course it's nice. But that's about it for that. Finally getting to the end. Betrayal of Fate. Alright. Betrayal of Fate also doesn't have a video, but it's pretty similar to A Bizarre Phantasm, which used to be in the top 50, very high near the top. It's pretty cool. I like it. The design is interesting. The gameplay is pretty spammy and repetitive. Bloodbath by Riot. 1.9 mega collab. And yeah, there's also no video because Riot's channel got deleted. But it was a mega collab. Everybody's seen it. Got millions of views. Bunch of people beat it, as you can see. Used to be number 1. It's now in the 40s on the list, surprisingly. The design still holds up from when it was made. The gameplay is still really difficult to most people due to the straight flying. Next up, we've got another Kermal level called Conical Depression, which everybody's seen. And basically what it is a remake of Stereo Madness, but with insane difficulty. So, lots of spammy gameplay, lots of ways to go, but only one that'll make it to the end. Surprisingly, I've actually done runs of 70 to 100 on this. Next up is Aurorus by the Curse. And this is a cool level. I actually like this one. Because it's not just very original design in my opinion. And a cool song, I guess. Next up we got Down Bass. One of the other 9 Circles levels on here, but since it's verified by Sneaky, it was hacked. It used to stand up for where it was, but after the update that it got for a redesign, it kind of looks garbage. There's a rebirth going on now, and it looks a lot better. Finally, we're up to the last one, Artificial Ideology by Team N2. And this was the last level by Team N2. Pretty bland. Got a lot of criticism because it came out around the same time as Artificial Ascent, I believe. So people were angry about the name, people were angry about the design, people were angry that people were leaving from Team N2. Verified by Novel Boy, surprisingly. Gameplay is interesting. Design is subpar for Team N2 levels, so I'll show it off here. Yeah, it's not good. And that part's interesting. That part's interesting. Most of nothing special though. Like this isn't good. I guess I should probably call the stream there, because it has been 20 minutes of me rambling on about demons.